All right, so I just discovered Thames last week. Music is beautiful. She's beautiful. New favorite artist. And I know she's not new, but just mine. All right, so it's been a minute. I've done 3 weeks of nursing so far, and it's not what you expected. Because I got hired to work in the emergency room as a new grad, I'm automatically put into a emergency department fellowship, right? But before that, we had to do your general nursing orientation. So orientation for me and a few people were 2 weeks. And in those first 2 weeks, first off, the first fucking day, oh my God, they don't tell you about this. They don't warn you about what to expect when you finally get hired as a nurse and then you begin working. So the first day was just introductions from HR and also from like every important department that a nurse would most likely like deal with, right? The first day of nursing felt like the first day of nursing school, just sitting in one class or one room all day, not moving. When I tell you, I have not experienced that level of fatigue in a very long time. It's mentally draining. And so then after you do the first day there, they put us in a classroom, and in that classroom, what we did was modules. More when I've seen these influencers online do it, click, 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 just go. Just so you get to the end of a module, do the little bullshit quiz, and then move on to the next thing. So there's a checklist. Think of it as like nursing school compliance, right? So that was the first 2 weeks of that shit. This prior week of nursing was my first week into the ED fellowship, and this is cool. So what I like about my hospital, I'm a city employee, so I work for the city of New York. I'm not a private hospital. In the first week, I've done more modules. Surprise, surprise. But it'll also be a combination of we travel to two different hospitals within the New York City Health and Hospital System. And this is where we get to do group simulation. So what I really like about it is that you'll do these modules at your home base, your home hospital, and then twice a week you'll go to a different hospital and then, I don't want to say act it out, but you're placed in these scenarios based on what you learned, and then you have to apply it. So that's the biggest difference between nursing school and nursing. I work in the pediatric department at my hospital, and but it's a smaller unit, and it will also linked or right next. It's like the same thing with adult ERs. They're gonna cross train us, and I'll be good with pediatrics and adult. And me, I'm a type of person who like I want to do it all because that'll increase my knowledge and my value. I really like the group of people that are in my cohort, and saying that makes me reflect and miss my nursing school friends because I went through 14 months of hell with them, and that's a bond that can never be replaced, can never be broken. And yeah, so I miss my nursing school friends and my best friends. And now with this new group, everything's cool. Like I'm going to be doing the day shift. And for the first 5 weeks of this fellowship, it's called didactic, which is learning and group simulation. So I'm not spending much time on the floor. But what's cool is like my director, I think Thursday, let us do a portion of the end of the day on the floor, just getting used to the unit, seeing how things are done. So for me, I got to explore more of pediatric and witness how a nurse goes through the triage system. And it was with somebody who was Spanish speaking, so I got to see the interpreter, and that was cool. Also, I need to learn Spanish ASAP. Now, this is the things that I'm confused about, and nobody really explained it. And I figure it's just like something that I'll learn as I go. And it is one, taxes. Oh yeah, I got paid. And I got a full paycheck. It was my first one. So what I'm confused about is taxes and also pre-tax deductions. So here's my presentation on on where I'm at in life. Because I thought that when you are a nurse, you are paid, everything is great, right? And for a moment when you see that paycheck come in, life is wonderful. And then bills, school loans, other debt. This is how much I got paid for 2 weeks of work. There's my total gross, taxes, net pay, right? And on the bottom right, you'll see my salary. I'm being very transparent about this stuff because I wish that other people were when I looked up YouTube videos, so I want to do this for the next person. My total deductions are zero because I have not contributed towards my pension, 401k, and Roth IRA. And also, so the first two, right? Your pension and your 401k is pre-tax, so they take it out of your paycheck before you get to see it, right? So it comes out of the gross, and it does affect the net pay, but it also affects how much you can be taxed. Then the other one is a Roth IRA, which is what you're going to do after taxes. And somebody explained to me that this is money that you put in after taxes, and then when you take it out at a certain age, I forgot what that age is in New York, then you don't get taxed on it, which is great, right? It sucks in the beginning, it's taxed income, but then when you take it out of your Roth IRA, it's fucking free. Oh, not free, it's non-taxed. That's it. This is how much I'm making per hour. This is also 2 weeks of day shift. There's no differential. So I don't have any evening pay, no night pay. I don't have weekend pay, no, what else? No overtime. Yeah. Next, this is all $1,300 gone. Almost makes you want to turn Republican. Just kidding. If I made $4,100, right, and then I'm getting taxed $1,300, this is how much. This is the percentage of how much money was taxed. 31% of my paycheck gone. And I'm not smart enough to understand or explain to you guys. So pause this, and then you can read. It's insane how much you are taxed at every level. And not only being a resident of New York State, but also a resident of New York City. This video is about the update from nursing school to being a new grad, the 1 week of experience in the ED fellowship, and then what my paycheck was. And then I'm gonna do another video in terms of like what are my short-term, my long-term goals. I'm also gonna be discussing currently where my finances are, what my goals are for my finances, and how I'm going to reduce all of my debt. My goal within the next 2 to 3 years is get to zero. Especially the private fucking loans. The amount of interest that I'm being charged on different accounts, the private loans, public loans, I think that's right, and credit card debt is insane. And I'm just now at 36 years old trying or starting to figure out how money works. I'm good with numbers, I'm not good with money. So this is the route or the different routes that I'm going to go. It's going to be YouTubing this shit and Googling so I could like learn it on my own, possibly hiring a financial advisor who can help me understand how to tackle debt and make my money grow at the same time. How can I maximize reducing taxes? But not in an illegal way, like a very legal way, a smart way to just understand how money fucking works. What's the point of making a lot of money if you don't get to enjoy it? You don't have the knowledge to understand where the cash flow, income, income, expenses, and all of that stuff. All right, this video is way too long. This video also took way too long for me to finally make because the amount of fatigue that they don't teach you about from nursing school to nursing is very, very high, and I'm adjusting. Also, I have 3 jobs at the moment. My main income is going to be working at the hospital. Then my side jobs or supplemental income, working for Ben Bruno. I'm his assistant, and also working for a gym as well as having private clients because I'm still a personal trainer. Getting this first paycheck and understanding how much is being taken out, you need multiple streams of income. We'll see what happens next. If there's anything that I can clarify, any questions that you have, please drop them in the comments. And my next videos will go towards answering those questions as well as just giving updates on like the trajectory of where I'm headed in life. Wow, 15 minutes. All right, till next time. Keep dreaming, keep believing, keep working, be somebody.